Hello and welcome to this virtual open day presentation for the Department of Computing and Informatics. We focus on student-centered learning, applying technical skills to solve problems. We prepare students for successful careers, which you can see below. 95% of our graduates are employed within 6 months of finishing their degrees, and after 3 years their average salaries are about £30,000. We have a number of courses available to our students, and there's also flexibility to swap between them as well. Within our department, we have about 40 full-time staff members. We have 5 demonstrators that provide additional support as well as the lecturers and professors. We have diverse backgrounds, we're research active, and we've got strong links with industry and professional practice, and we bring all of this into the teaching. As I said, we've got a wide range of courses available. We've got a systems development route, we've got a business computing route, we've got a cybersecurity route, and a data science and analytics route. Regardless of what you study, the first year is the same. Everybody has a common foundation year. And then, when moving into different pathways, there are some core units and some options units. Then we encourage people to have a placement year. And then in the final year, there's more specialized, in-depth courses specific to the individual pathways. So what does the first year look like? Well, you will learn about data and databases. You'll learn about principles of programming and computer fundamentals. In the second semester, you learn about networks and cybersecurity. We go deeper into programming and also learn about business systems, analysis and design. Typically for these units, we have a 50-50 coursework and exam element or 100% coursework. Assessment can be individual or done in groups. So our academic year is structured in 2 semesters. As you will have seen on the previous slide, we have 3 units in each semester. There's exams in end of January and May. Within each semester, there's about 18 contact hours a week. And then students are also expected to do self-study. Now we have some specific drop-in sessions as well as the unit-specific support. So this is where the demonstrators come in that I talked about before. Additionally, we have first-year tutors that provide academic and pastoral care. We have a peer-assisted learning scheme, or PALS. So this is where you have second-year students supporting the first-year students and final-year students supporting second-year students. Also, we've got very practical group work as well in things like Computing and Business Week. This is something that happens at the end of the first year. So this is where people get together in a group. We bring together what's been learned across different units. And actually the pictures on here is from Computing and Business Week. So now let's learn a little bit more about the courses that we have. First, we have computing. This is a holistic and tailored education for computing. Essentially, this means you have a lot of flexibility here. You have a lot of options units. So you can choose and tailor what you want from the second year and the third year. As I said, the first year is the same for everybody. So this has got a focus on software development, but anything from analysis to deployment of software. So some of the course activities, of course, is analyzing software and developing software. Typical placements. You might develop software, design software, but it can do anything to do with computing, really. And at the end of this course, you can get jobs like software developers, software testers, web developer, user experience developers. Software engineering. This is really about developing and creating high-quality software systems by using software engineering strategies and processes. So that we're learning how to use tools and techniques to ensure high-quality software development. So here there's a greater focus on software testing and quality assurance than in the general computing course. And the kind of placements you get are similar, but probably involve some options for you as well to do with testing. And job titles in the end: software engineer, software developer, software tester. And the third course on our systems development pathway is computer networks. So really this is no longer just about wires and cables, but this is about literally connecting the world. The course focuses things like 5G, Internet of Things, and software-defined networking. It's very hands-on and in-depth, very technical, and building know-how on computer networks, how to really do computer networking strategies in the real world. So you can expect this course to be hands-on, with cables as well as wireless technologies, also doing things like network simulation and performance analysis. Typical placements might configure and manage networks, perhaps some business networks and IT infrastructure administrative placements. And job titles at the end, you could become a network manager or engineer, you might become a data center system administrator or a network scientist. And now onto our business courses. Don't be fooled by the term business here. These are truly computing courses, but of course has a strong element of business as well. Business Information Technology, or BIT, is really about providing specific computing solutions that improve efficiency and effectiveness of businesses. So example course activities include using idea generation techniques to identify market opportunities and data analysis experiments. Typical placements, you might do database systems analysis, user experience designing, or become a technical marketeer. At the end of this course, you might become a business information analyst, a data analyst, maybe an SEO executive. The other business course, Information Technology Management. This is really about the strategic management of technology-dependent processes within an organization. So here you'll be learning more about the relationship between business processes and the IT systems that support them. And you learn how to manage a range of computing activities from supplier and consumer perspectives. Placements might include Global Systems Communication Officer, technical support, and in the end of this degree, you might get jobs such as Information Management Analyst or IT Project and Program Managers. In our Data Science and Analytics course, you will learn truly state-of-the-art techniques for intelligent data analysis, learning about things like big data processing, visual analytics, machine learning, and deep learning. So really, data science is very much synonymous to artificial intelligence. And you can have societal impact with this work, from self-driving cars to cancer detection. And it's an active research area as well, if this is a pathway that interests you. And there's a growing demand in both industry and academia. So during our course, you're going to be learning how to use big data algorithms that actually stem from Google. You'll be implementing machine learning workflows in Python and creating advanced, interactive visualizations of data. In placements, you might do some data analysis to provide insights and guidance, and identify areas of opportunities for AI applications. You can implement, enhance, and extend AI and machine learning algorithms. After this course, you might get jobs such as data scientist or data analyst, and machine learning engineer. And finally, onto our security courses. Cybersecurity management is really about providing and managing assured and secured systems. This is the more interdisciplinary of the two. So here you'll be learning about cybersecurity in technology, business and law, cyber psychology and human factors, and you might be doing things like risk assessment and treatment, and capture the flag events and hackathons. Typical placements. Security apps and managed security providers are typical employers, financial institutions as well. So at the end of this degree, you can have job titles such as Information Security Analyst, Consultant or Manager, Governance, Risk and Compliance Auditor. Our Forensic Computing and Security is more technical. This is very much about developing secure solutions and supporting digital investigations. So the course focuses on digital forensics, ethical hacking, design for security, and you'll be doing forensic investigations and threat modeling. Placements, you might go to places like Sophos and JP Morgan, and job titles you could get at the end is things like Information Security Consultant and Security Engineer. Regardless of what course you study, we strongly encourage our students to take a placement year. It's really important to put into practice everything that you've learned. You get invaluable industrial experience, and a significant competitive edge for graduate employment. This placement is a minimum of 30 weeks. It is paid. You can do this in a large or small company in the UK or internationally. And we have department and placement services in place to help you find and apply for suitable placements, and also to provide supervision whilst you're on placement. And here are just some of the employers where our students have had their placements. So you'll notice some very well-known names here, from Intel, Google, JP Morgan Chase, Hewlett Packard, Microsoft, etc. And then, in the final year, you have 1 semester of 3 taught units. There's 2 fixed core units per course, and then you have a free choice of the 3rd unit. In your 2nd semester, it's really all about you and your final year project. You can choose what you like to work on and pick amongst project supervisors from academics. You can do things like software development, developing mobile applications, do feasibility studies, etc. It really depends on the course that you've studied. And you should produce an artifact, something equivalent to 5,000 words. That could be describing a piece of software, or it could be a feasibility study of a new business change. And also all of this forms part of a written dissertation of 10,000 words. And here's a selection of some of our final year units. Advanced development, you'll be learning about things like cloud deployment of technologies, cybercrime, software quality and testing, business development and enterprise, human factors in computing system, and security by design. And there's a lot more of them. But there's a lot more that you can do beyond your degree at Bournemouth University. We have a very active computing and cybersecurity society. So this is driven by students, for students, with support from lecturers. But this is a chance to interact with other students across different courses, get together and do projects and do events, enter competitions, and it's a lot of fun. We also take students to external events. This could be academic and industrial conferences. We do research together with our students as well, typically in the final year, but it can happen at other years as well. And again, this is an opportunity for students to go and actually present work as well and get some of that extra high value experience as well. Now a little bit more about our facilities. So we have a 24/7 computing study zone that's available to all of our computing students. It's never booked for any lessons, and it's supported by staff 6 hours a day. And this is the demonstrators that I mentioned earlier. We have some other specific facilities, for example, a dedicated development lab set up with Linux and virtual machines, higher spec machines as well to do things like GPU processing for some of the like machine learning work that we offer. And we have a cybersecurity facility. Again, this is set up to be secure and allow students to do very advanced things to simulate really large attacks on enterprise networks whilst keeping this off the Bournemouth University network. We have an open innovations lab. This is for Internet of Things, devices that you might have in your home already. And we have dedicated networking labs with Cisco routers and switches. And of course, Bournemouth has an amazing social life. You got the beach, nice environment around, and this is also something we acknowledge as enriching the student experience and makes studying a lot of fun, in addition to all the useful technical things that you would learn on our courses. So in the end, why study computing at Bournemouth University? Well, there's flexibility in choice, as that you can choose between courses. So if you enrolled onto computing in your first year and you then decide, okay, I'm going to do cybersecurity, you can do that. You may not be able to do that in your final year, but given that the first year is the same for everybody, this gives everybody at least 1 year to figure out what exactly interests you, what you want to do for your career. And we are very supportive of placements. So these are 30 plus weeks of placements. They're paid, as I said, and it truly brings a lot of value to both students and staff. And also we offer 60 credit projects, so the entire second semester of the final year is dedicated to project work. We offer career and placement support. We have outstanding employability. And as you've seen, we fuse industry and research into teaching, and our courses are technical in nature. We really prepare people for real work into the industry, or also if people want to go further, do a master's degree and go into research. We have a very friendly and inclusive community. We have support via our pals and academic advisors. So what we expect from you: creativity, analytical problem-solving skills. A lot of computing is analytical, but creating software or figuring out new business processes or doing machine learning is also a highly creative process. And we hope that you have a passion for learning and that you have the ability to commit to study. Studying is like a full-time job. It's very rewarding and you can get a lot out of it, but it depends what you put into it as well. So if you want to find out more, please have a look at our course website. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll really look forward to welcoming you soon. All the best.